What's the greatest miracle of Purim? Not the Yeshua. Of course, if we're going to daven, Hashem's going to listen. Of course, if we do tshuva, Hashem's going to be makabel. The miracle of Purim is that during the Suda of Achashverosh, when we're chayiv kloya, when we incur the gzera of lahashmel, the Rebbe Hashem at that moment is paving the way to save us. To demonstrate what? That even when we're mashchisim, we're still called banim. Why do you think Rabbi Meir says you have to lay in the whole Megillah? Rabbi Meir is a shitase. Rabbi Meir, who holds that ben kach kruyim banim, Rabbi Meir says you better read the main part of the Megillah. That the fact that balayla that we already did tshuva, big deal that Hashem's makabel tshuva. Rabbi Meir says the ikar miracle of the Megillah is what? That even when we're being nenef from the Suda of Achashverosh, Hashem is still paving the way. Rabbi Meir, who says sarach likrois kula, he says you have to read the whole Megillah. Why? Because ben kach kruyim banim. Rabbi Yehuda says no, it's not even true. Rabbi Yehuda says when we act like children, we're children. When we don't act like children, we're not children. So Rabbi Yehuda says don't read that part. That's not, that doesn't even make sense, Rabbi Yehuda would say. It must be that Hashem, that has nothing to do with the Purim story. Rabbi Yehuda rejects the notion that ben kach kriyim banim. So I want to say like this. We asked the Kasha, the Matas Alikim asked, how could it be that we paskin like Rabbi Meir, that you have to lay in the whole Megillah, but we never paskin like Rabbi Meir? Asked the Matas Alikim. So they say, what? Never paskin like Rabbi Meir? There is one exception that we do paskin like Rabbi Meir. When do we paskin like Rabbi Meir? Sarach likrois, that banim atem l'Hashem alekeichem. So I say, you're right, there's only one exception. But that exception has another ramification. The fact that we paskin like Rabbi Meir, that ben kach kruyim banim, that means that sarach likrois kula. It goes hand in hand. Obvious ramification, repercussion of paskin like Rabbi Meir, that ben kach kruyim banim is sarach likrois kula. As the Chassam Sofer says, the whole purpose of the beginning of the story in the Megillah is to demonstrate that even when we're mashchisim, adayim kriyim banim.